Bora Bora is paradise until you are waiting on the pier with no Wi-Fi, no contact information, and hoping that you are not forgotten. Today, I'm showing you how to do French Polynesia in just one day: the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will provide useful tips and warnings to avoid challenges and not ruin your paradise. First rule of Bora Bora: boutique means booked. They intentionally limit groups to 10 people to save the reef and comply with the strict local regulations. If you think you can just hop off the ship and find a boat, you are going to be disappointed. You need to book your tour well in advance, as there is a high demand and low supply, especially during the peak seasons. Speaking about the seasons, Bora Bora's high season runs from May to October and around Christmas, New Year's, when it's supposed to be dry, sunny, and cooler, offering the best weather. We went for Christmas. The prices were at peak, but the weather? Well, take a look. In Bora Bora, the cruise ship will anchor at Vaitape Bay, because the lagoon is too narrow for large vessels to get through. You will take a short tender ride from the ship to the Vaitape Pier, where you will be dropped off and most of the tours start. It's important to be at your appointed time on time, as the tour operator will wait only for 5 minutes, after which you will be considered a no-show and not eligible for any refunds. So my advice is to arrive at the pier early. The pier is relatively small and located in the heart of Vaitape village. There is a visitors center, local band performing folk music, shopping for clothing, souvenirs and jewelry, and restaurants, so you can walk around and explore it while waiting for your appointed time. We took the first tender and arrived at the Vaitape Pier at 7:30 a.m. So we had plenty of time to be ready for our first tour of the day, 8:30 a.m. pick-up time. We were early, excited, and ignored. Around 8:30 a.m., everyone was getting picked up except us. Around 9 a.m., we started to worry if they had forgotten about us. There is no Wi-Fi at the pier. The visitors center was closed, and we didn't have any information about our tour operator with us. So my advice is, download your confirmation before you leave the ship. Make sure you have the contact person's name and telephone number, so you can ask locals at the pier to contact them. Otherwise, you will be waiting in limbo and worrying if your day is ruined. When our guide finally showed up, 45 minutes late, and we expressed our displeasure, he told us to calm down and smile, or we couldn't get on a boat. Not exactly the aloha spirit we expected. Nevertheless, we got on the boat and proceeded across the lagoon to our first stop, snorkeling with manta rays. It took a while to get there and pick up some other people on the way. When we arrived at the spot, there were already a few boats snorkeling in the area. And once we hit the water, everything changed. Manta rays are massive but harmless rays, reaching wingspans up to 29 feet, gliding beneath us like spaceships. The camera doesn't do justice. It was breathtaking to watch these magnificent and graceful animals. Let's take a few moments. Now everybody was back on a boat, and it was time to move to our next destination. The ride was a little rough, so it's a good idea to bring sports sunglasses to protect your eyes, an extra towel, or something to cover up for extra protection. Our next stop was Snorkeling Lagoon with sharks and stingrays. When we arrived at the spot, there were already a few boats snorkeling. As soon as we stopped, right from the boat, we could see many black-tip reef sharks, which Bora Bora is famous for. Even though the weather and the clarity of the water were not ideal, we still saw a lot of marine life: sharks, stingrays, and tropical fish. They are used to humans and are curious, but they like to keep their distance, be respected, and not be provoked. Now we were back on the boat, and it was time to move to our third destination, Snorkeling Reef Barrier. This large coral garden is home to nearly 700 species of tropical fish. We all had some time here to branch out and explore the coral garden on our own. Let's take a few moments here too. After that, we returned to Vaitape Pier, where we were dropped off. Some people went back on the ship, some people shopped around. As more shops opened up, and we went to the local restaurant to wait for our second tour of the day with another tour operator. Our second tour started at 1:50 p.m. and they were on time. We took a boat ride to a designated area where an anchored boat with equipment and instructor Frederique was waiting for us. First, we started with safety instructions, where we were explained the diving process.
It's like a glass upside down on the water.
After which, one by one, we started descending to the bottom of the ocean, around 10 feet down. We had to wear a special diving helmet that was filled with fresh air through a tube. Even though it's very heavy, in the water it's weightless. It's very comfortable to wear and it's easy to breathe. We had a small bag of food that attracted tropical fish and Coco, the local celebrity stingray. She is basically an underwater golden retriever who has been proudly working with Frederique for years, has a special bond with him, and protects her turf from other stingrays. She is friendly and acts like an adorable, loving pet. Walking around the ocean floor, surrounded by most vibrant fish and crystal clear water, felt surreal and like stepping into another world. Everybody could not stop smiling. And if you are not a scuba diver, diving with a helmet is your must-do experience. Also, for an additional charge, you will get a digital picture package of your underwater experience. These tour guides were professional and friendly, making our helmet diving easy, safe and super fun. I highly recommend this tour operator. On the contrary, our first tour operator blamed us for their lateness. When we were back on the ship, we sent them an email letting them know about our morning experience, to which they responded that they did nothing wrong and that they were there on time. It was all our fault and we had to be thankful for being eventually picked up. So my warning is to be careful if you have any other time-sensitive commitments after your tour, or if you have a tight all-aboard time. That 45 minutes delay could mean missing your next tour, or watching your cruise ship sail away without you. Don't let it ruin your paradise. Here you have it, the best things to do in Bora Bora, all in one day. The good, the bad and the ugly. And if you love traveling, hit subscribe so you don't miss my next video with useful tips and warnings to avoid challenges.